Hey, how's it going? Nat here. Let's take a look at what's been making news. Tributes have been flowing in for actor Chadwick Boseman. News broke over the weekend that the 43-year-old Black Panther actor had died of cancer. And since then, lots of big names in entertainment, sport and politics have been sharing their thoughts and memories of the Hollywood star.
He was known for his starring role as the leader of Wakanda in Black Panther.
Wakanda forever! Wakanda forever!
But while on screen Chadwick Boseman played a larger-than-life superhero, in real life he'd been battling colon cancer since 2016. The announcement of his death on Saturday sent shockwaves across the world. His Marvel Universe co-stars were some of the first to pay their respects, including Captain Marvel herself, Brie Larson, and Aussie Chris Hemsworth, who said Chadwick was one of the kindest and most genuine people he's ever met. Many other celebrities also paid tribute and talked about the impact he made as one of the first black superheroes, including Barack Obama, who said Chadwick was a real role model for young black kids, and F1 superstar Lewis Hamilton.
You know, what he's done for our people and for what he's done for, you know, this superhero shows all these young kids that it's possible. He was such a shining light, so Wakanda forever.
#Wakanda Forever has been trending on social media as people remember and celebrate the life of an icon.
In my culture, death is not the end.
The MTV VMAs has become the first major award show to actually go ahead during the coronavirus pandemic. Things had to run a little differently for obvious reasons. The whole show was hosted from New York and featured a bunch of off-site and pre-recorded performances. But there were some huge moments like Ariana Grande and Lady Gaga teaming up in face masks for Rain On Me, which also won Song of the Year. BTS took home the Best Pop Award and Best Group. Sydney FC has taken home their 5th A-League title. Here's Kale with sport.
After 5 A-League championships, this is something Sydney FC's had a lot of practice doing.
Sydney FC set another new benchmark.
They took home the chocolates in Saturday's grand final with a 1-0 win over Melbourne City. But the question is, how on earth did they score the winning goal? Alrighty, those playing at home, how did Ryan Grant do it? A, with his head, B, with his shoulder, C, with his foot, or D, with laser vision? If you answered B, with his shoulder, you are correct. Woohoo!
Kicking out Ryan Grant, chesting it home. The kid from Canberra.
Yep, this extra time effort got the win for Sydney, but it wasn't without a little bit of controversy. This 18th minute goal from Melbourne's Harrison Delbridge was called offside after a review.
It's no goal for Harrison Delbridge.
In the end, Ryan Grant was the hero, and Sydney FC claimed back-to-back A-League titles. Speeding things up a bit here, Lewis Hamilton has zoomed his way to victory in the Belgian Grand Prix. Aussie Daniel Ricciardo ended up in 4th, but managed to take home a bonus World Championship point for the fastest lap on the day. Nothing that the cameraman couldn't keep up with though. What a professional.
Wow, I look a lot taller now. I guess you could say I'm reaching new heights. Buckle up, because we're about to see the world's smallest flying car in action. The makers say it can fit into 2 regular car park spaces, which is still technically double parking, so you might get a ticket. It is really impressive, but I hope it can go a little faster than that. Here's the terrifying moment a 3-year-old girl in Taiwan found herself sky high on the end of a kite. Luckily, onlookers were there to catch her on the way down. Don't worry, she's totally fine. And finally, if you're looking for a bargain, you won't find one here. This sheep in Scotland has broken all records for the world's most expensive sheep. It sold at auction for more than $650,000. Why? He's just a very expensive breed which does really well in the Scottish winter, but surely they could have shorn off a few dollars. That's all for today, bye!